can take out some of them. Well, I'm stressed. I cannot smile like that. Well, the inspiration is not. It was a process more complex. It wasn't a sudden idea. I was interested at some point to make a film about this connection between the past and the present, or how the present and the problems of the present are shaped by the past. And at some point I stumbled on an event which was something different, something what we call the revolution in Ploiești. It was a revolution for one day, sometime in the 19th century. But reading and researching this story, I found other topics that started to interest me more, and I started to research them. And all of a sudden, these new ideas, new themes, new subjects that I found seemed to me more relevant for today, regarding this idea that I had, how the problems of the past go on, transform themselves, and get into the present. So I stumbled about this main subject of the film, being mentalities, and how these ideas, how these received ideas go to from a person to another, and then to another, until they shape a whole mentality, let's say.
Well, this was a taboo subject, what the population at large, what the people did, the slavery, and this problem hasn't been solved until the present day, in the 21st, right into the 21st century. I, as well as the screenplay writer and the director, we informed ourselves to understand the relationship within the society at that time in Romania. For many years following this episode, which the film deals with, where the gypsies were forced to flee and also were killed. Society, the effects still feels the effect today, and the script really convinced me that of this, and that these are topics that we have really dealt with to the present day. It was a way of thinking about gypsies, about Roma, that they really were a type of lower caste, or a lower class. And many people thought that they were simply subjects, and objects to be handled. And in that sense, it was also a role that I had to get to grips with, and together with my experience and also my intuition, I hope that I managed to convincingly play this role.
What I would like to add here is that you never have the past, and this is the problem that historians usually face, the problem that you never have but only a personal or a subjective construction of the past. And in this sense, there is a book of a philosopher, Hans Weichinger. It's called The Philosophy of As If, when he demonstrates somehow that all these intellectual constructs are really artificial, history included. But to answer directly to the question, so it was our historical consultant, books, documents, and the literature in the 19th century. And what I would emphasize is that many of the dialogues in the film that get lost in the translation are taken from literary sources as they are from the 19th century, because I really found them not only interesting or relevant for the story, but really beautiful, and I wanted to preserve this beauty of the Romanian language from that time.